What's up, everybody? This is Alex Worldwide Keller, and you're listening to The Card is Going to Change. And let me tell you about one of our beautiful, amazing, gracious, and awesome sponsors. That's right, it's Pollyanna DIY at Pollyanna DIY on Twitter, on Instagram. Go to PollyannaDIY.com, and you can get all sorts of amazing buttons, shirts, pins, the whole kit and caboodle. That's right, PollyannaDIY.com. But now, let's take it to the reason that you hit download, the reason that you are streaming. That's right, the card is going to change.
Hello once again, everybody. Thanks for listening to AIW's The Card is Going to Change. Before we get into this week's episode, as always, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors that help us bring the show to you for free each and every week. Firstly, thanks to Angelo's Pizza. They're feeding us here as they always do while we record, and they, of course, bring pizza to you at our live events at Mount Carmel. If you want to try more of their pizza or anything else on their menu, it's all delicious. Head to Angelo's on Madison Avenue in Lakewood, Ohio. And thanks to Smart Mark Video, they record all of our live events. And if you want to relive any of those or watch them for the first time, you can purchase that on DVD or digital download from smartmarkvideo.com. And additionally, head to powerbomb.tv, sign up using the code ABSOLUTE, and you will get a 20-day trial for free. And then stick around and just keep watching the shows that we put out there from the AIW archives. And as always, thanks to Jack Prince, who helps take care of all of our printing and graphic design needs. They can do all of that and more for you, whether it be banners, t-shirts, business cards, flyers, everything and anything. For all that they have to offer, head to jackprince.com.
That's JAKPrince.com.
Well, that's right, that voice right there, none other than Alex Worldwide Keller. He joins us along with DCR Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham, and of course, as always, AIW owner John Thorne. And my name is Steve Guy. I am your moderator of sorts, and it's just kind of a hodgepodge of things we're going to talk about here. But let's get right into
potpourri, like the Jeopardy, the Jeopardy category.
Thanksgiving just happened, cornucopia, if you will.
Potent potables.
There you go. So the main thing I'm sure everybody wants to know about is the venue status update, and I'll let you break that, John.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been heard probably at this point by now, but we did secure a venue for at least December.
Yes, so we will have a show December 28th.
Yes, it was it's been a long, tedious process.
Yeah,
and I actually had to do 2 venue meetings in one day that were scheduled at the exact same time, 25 minutes apart from each other, and I somehow
made it work,
which was I don't know how. Luckily, one.
You had somebody dressed like you?
No, I didn't, and I didn't even have to bust out that Enzo Amore wig.
Oh, that's great.
Send somebody in my place. Yeah, so we are going to debut at a facility called the Ohio Nets. It is a real fucking big facility. Like, it's big.
It's large. It's what's on the border of Parma and Cleveland, right?
It's like
Parma Brook Park.
Parma Brook Park.
Like
Parma.
right where all three of those cities kind of commingle. That's exactly where the new facility will be, at least for December.
Yeah, right. And I mean, there's discussion about future dates, but as we were talking about last week with the, finding out everything going on in these venues, privatized sports. This is one of those big privatized sports complexes. So he is going to try to make it work, especially But it's kind of like one of those let's see how it goes sort of thing.
I was thinking about it. If ever there was a privatized sport, it's pro wrestling.
Yeah, but these privatized sports make a big money. If you are a player on one of these teams, it costs you like $250 just to try out. And then you have to pay continuous, like...
How much is the AIW school?
Yeah. It'd be like, imagine us booking a show, but rather than paying out everybody that's on it, they pay us to be on it.
Yeah, it's like pay to play, and then,
They sell tickets to like the shows or shows?
That's where they get the
games?
parents, because they not only have to, pay for practice and try out, and then pay for them to go to the, different events in various cities. But also the parents have to pay to get in, and sometimes the venues don't even let them bring their own water or like soap and stuff.
It's like a big concession deal, too.
That's wild.
It's
I remember playing
wild.
indoor soccer back in the day, and then my brother, he was like too fat to play pee-wee football, so he had to like play on like some weird like Catholic league like team in like elementary school. But
this isn't even that.
Whole
It's
other
like
shit, yeah.
it's like a whole different, like it's like club teams or something. But so they have like, this was the only date that they didn't have anything going on, and he was even saying that there's probably going to be other things going on up until our show begins. Because people just reserving the practice space. It's I don't know. It's like 8 volleyball courts. That's how big of a facility this is.
Yeah, so we're not going to need the entire facility. It's going to obviously look different. It's not going to be like when we've been in the gym at Mount Carmel and everything just kind of fit nicely in there. There's going to be some things draped off, so to speak, but
they don't have a drape. So
we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make a small little arena out of
a giant warehouse.
a giant warehouse, but we don't know how we're gonna do it. It was kind of like a lot of the details. We worked out the financial details and all that
Right.
stuff, and then a lot of it is just gonna kind of be because we can't do a dry run.
Right. Yeah, we still don't know what seating is going to look like realistically, right?
no.
how high are the ceilings on this place?
Oh, they're about 60 feet high.
Yeah.
Ooh, sounds gonna be amazing.
No ladder match in this place at the moment anyway.
I don't know if they're 60 feet high, but they're big.
They're big,
It's
yeah.
a big warehouse. It's gonna be like that making a WrestleMania documentary. The noise is gonna go up or whatever. Isn't that what he said?
Something like that.
The open air arena. Don't worry. The noise is going up. They're reacting. You're just
Hopefully,
not gonna
Traxler has his sound guide pants on, because that's a whole other dynamic audio-wise.
yeah, we'll figure that. We'll figure that out as we get there. We can barely jam Mount Carmel, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say the good news is we could pack a whole lot of people in there, but we need you to buy those tickets, I guess, for that to even become an issue. We do want to, I guess, thank everybody that did help us out in this search. A lot of people, like we told you last week, were sending us all sorts of ideas of potential venues, and you guys kept doing it, and so thank you with that.
Yeah, and the search is definitely not complete.
Right.
This is kind of, like I said, this is a trial basis sort of thing yet again, and also scheduling thing with this venue. He is the owner is definitely open. It sounds to do it more. It's just a matter of a lot of different logistics. So we're continuing to look and see. We didn't sign like a long-term contract or anything like that. So we're continuing to look and see if there's something that might work better for everybody. But it was getting down to the wire here,
Yeah.
honestly. There was a couple like maybe places or. We had a pros and cons list going of people that didn't 100% say no, but didn't 100% say yes. And it came down to space and location. And, I think this isn't a good location for everybody. It's, close to the highway, close to the airport, about, 20 minutes away from where Mount Carmel was, so not that far. And
Is there a helicopter pad on the roof, or?
I would think
There's
there
enough-
might be.
there's enough space definitely to park a helicopter.
All
in
right,
the
so we can get
parking lot.
Tracy there. All right,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, he can find it, no problem. It just kind of came down to that, with us bringing Masato Tanaka in, this is going to be, we would hope this is going to be a much more higher attended event in December than usual. That is the plan. It's been quite some time since he's competed in the United States. So we wanted to have a big enough space, instead of putting it in a small place where we knew it would sell out. We would have to price gouge people on ticket prices just to make ends meet, because obviously this is an expensive endeavor.
Yeah.
But so we kind of went based on space, and location played a big key in this decision. But that's not to say that when we kind of get back to like a normal routine of shows, we may find something smaller that works better.
On the plus side, we will have beer for you.
Yeah, so all things, as long as all things go well, the one thing that we did discover through, our whole stupid like alcohol investigation thing that we went through, was that nonprofits can get permitted basically no problem.
Right.
This whole facility is a nonprofit facility, and we let them know like, hey, our fans want to come and drink some beer at this show, because he was kind of like, should I really get the permit? And we said absolutely. Not only will it bring a lot of money in for your organization, it's going to make the fans a lot happier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Since we went on the final 2 Mount Carmel shows as dry endeavors. I think it'll be, I think people will come prepared to drink. I hope people become prepared to drink, because I really sold this guy on you guys want to come and drink at a show.
Yeah, usually they do. And worldwide, I think your sauce sabbatical is going to be over, right?
Yeah, it was over.
It is over now.
Wednesday last week, yeah. 20 days, it's not the longest one I've been on, but this has to be one of the hardest I've been on.
Why?
I don't know, man. Like a couple days into it, my Prozac prescription ran out.
Oh.
Because I missed an appointment due to some travel down to Columbus earlier on in October. And, that was a thing. And, put on like 10 pounds. I think some of it was muscle.
I don't know. You were looking. Duke made a couple comments on your physique recently.
What did he say?
He said you weren't looking too good. You weren't looking in fighting shape. That's what he said.
Oh, well, them fucking fighting words. I'll fucking see his ass.
Maybe it wasn't muscle.
Oh, there's some muscle in there. I've been like riding this fucking exercise bike. They got this video game gimmick bike at my gym.
A video game on the bike?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're like, competing. You got like a little guy. You're fucking riding around. You can like kill dragons and shit. There's no guns, but
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's wild. It's a whole bunch of shit. But either way, it gets me to like, pedal for,
That's the most worldwide sense I've ever heard.
Well,
Yeah,
and
this little animated character riding a bike.
Duke was getting a little worried about you.
That's what happens when Gabe invests in the gym, I guess.
When the hell did Duke see me looking fucking fluffy?
I don't know. He said he saw you at another booking.
Worldwide, have you seen Gabe at the gym yet?
Fucking Gabe.
Who's Gabe?
Oh, you didn't see
I only know one Gabe.
Oh, yeah. Well, this Gabe, I don't know if it's the Gabe, but there's a guy named Gabe apparently managing my gym now. He put a big old, not even owning, just managing my gym, and he put a big old fucking banner on the side of the place.
It says, come on in and meet Gabe.
Yeah. So ever since Gabe took over at my gym, a lot more new metal on the stereo. Also some post-rock, stoner rock. It all sucks. He keeps on reupholstering shit, so there's no fucking like upholstery on goddamn benches and shit. And not to mention like all the new fucking dipshits that are in there, which some I won't judge and others I will.
Gabe brought his own fan base with him, huh?
Yeah, fucking saw Velveteen Dream in there. Fuck, it was fucked up.
Wow. You know who you didn't hang out with recently worldwide, but the rest of us did. A couple of weeks ago, we had the Cleveland Comedy Festival in town. And thanks to Colt Cabana and Marty DeRosa for bringing their unprofessional wrestling.
Yeah, how was the draw on that?
Actually, we had some tickets sold, some no-shows. We had some pre-sale no-shows. Ooh. It was good, and we were able to sell beer there, which was nice. And it was a good time.
Unfortunately, I forgot that the event was going on, so I had taken a shift.
Security detail, right?
Yeah, security. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. It was a, what the hell was it? In the ballroom, it was like some like baby boomer blues show, and then in the tavern, it was like some shitty like white reggae show.
Sounds like a crowd that needs securing.
Yeah, and it sounds like a crowd where I was asking myself a very real question. I was like, maybe the draft should have never ended. Maybe they should have went harder with this draft.
I mean, where are you going with that?
Yeah, you might have to
All I'm
elaborate on
saying
that.
is we wouldn't have these neo hippies or these old fucking faded ass hippies if these people went and fucking fought communism in Southeast Asia.
What do you
All
think?
I'm saying.
What do you think the youth's gonna think of you when you get older?
Oh man, I'm gonna rule.
You think?
I'll be an ex president of the goddamn United States by the time I'm old. So
I don't think you're gonna.
2020 vision, baby. Dr. Dan, it's interesting that you're on this episode because I've actually revised my platform for 2020.
Oh, okay. Are we dropping the jet skis? Or are we
No,
adding
we're not
onto
dropping
it?
the jet
Okay.
skis for all. Everyone's getting the jet skis, though. I am making allowances.
Oh, this is
for,
a year-long callback. But
Oh, yes. But I'm making allowances because obviously, there are some desert states and there's some snowy ass states.
this is what I brought up to you, but
yeah,
you
I know.
didn't
Well,
remember.
yeah. So now, I've written it in there. We'll like make some allowances. And also, I'm adding another for all because obviously jet skis for all and, injuries happen on jet skis. So Medicare for all, that's very important.
Yes.
Everyone's getting health care because, fucking these jet skis, shit gets wild.
I like that Medicare.
And
was the
hold
thought
on.
after the jet skis.
Wait, then on top of that, we're going to need this Medicare because also guns for all. Gun welfare. Everyone over 18 gets a free fucking gun and 52 bullets a year. That's right. You get mailed one bullet a week. That way, fucking, we're going to start
Is
fucking.
that how you're going to fix the mail system too?
Oh, we're going to be like fucking doing more goddamn mail than fucking Amazon with this shit.
I think
Mailing out one bullet a week. It's going to be crazy because, you got to think like the packaging.
Now,
and
how do you do
everything.
this to registered voters only, or like how do you do it?
Just 18 and maybe you don't have a felony, but, we'll fucking quibble about that later.
Maybe.
Maybe you don't.
But because here's the thing, if we're all being honest here, 10% of the people own 90% of the guns. All right, it's not fair.
Hold on, Kaplan's calling me.
Kaplan's
What?
calling.
Oh, this is great.
Hello?
What's up, Kelly?
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm in my house right now. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you? Do you want to come podcast?
So you podcasting right now?
Yeah. You want to come over?
Where you at your house?
Yeah. I moved
Yeah,
since
fuck it.
I moved since I seen you last though.
Where you at now?
I'll text you my address.
Okay, yeah, I got something funny to tell you too. Text me your address. I'll come by.
All right. Cool. See you in a bit.
All right. I don't know if I don't know. I was gonna hang out with Carson. You give me come if you want to come.
Yeah. I don't care.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll let him know because I was supposed to hang out with him. So yeah, just text me and I'll stop by.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, later, buddy.
I haven't heard from Kaplan in such a long
Months.
time.
There we go, Kaplan.
That was so random.
Remember the
Shouts to Thrift Store Jobber and his new
His new dog, Kaplan? Yeah.
His name is Dog Kaplan.
Well, he initially named it Kaplan, and then I think he changed its name to Crackers, and I think Crackers is the first name, Kaplan is the last name.
Oh,
But he's not keeping the dog, right?
No, he's keeping the dog now.
Now he is keeping the
He's
dog.
keeping the dog. He's keeping Crackers Kaplan.
Oh, that's great.
But anyway, back to all right. So Medicare for all, jet skis for all, guns for all.
Okay.
And you're like, how are we going to fucking pay for this shit? Guess what? We're going to take that military budget. We're just going to hack like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15% off of it.
Oh, great.
Citizen Navy.
Oh yeah.
Citizen Navy. That's right. We got a bunch of people with free health care, jet skis, and guns ready to defend this fucking country. And if they're in the deserts, they got some four-wheelers. And if they're in the fucking snow, they got some fucking snowmobiles. Bing, bang, boom. Fucking got the shit all
That's what I
covered.
want. That's what I want.
Citizen Navy.
I want Worldwide going against a tactically trained assassin with his fucking snowmobile.
People are gonna have so much fun with this. Like,
Yeah, fun. Yeah, fun.
One of my favorite things is
until like terror strikes.
when Worldwide says, "Guess what?" As if anybody around him could actually potentially guess what he's going to say.
Worldwide's all of his military strategy out of the GoldenEye James Bond game for
Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
no way, bro. I've watched Legend of the Galactic Heroes now twice. I'm reading the novels. It's,
I don't know what that is.
It's this Japanese like military
course
sci-fi
it is.
from like the 80s. But anyway,
Well, I mean,
some deep nerd shit. But I'm basically a war genius now, and yeah, Citizen Navy. And yeah, it's gonna fucking pay for itself.
I like that people tend to think that Worldwide is super liberal with his thoughts.
I ain't no liberal.
Yeah, then he sits over here about the draft should have kept going.
Everyone gets
Everyone
guns.
should have guns. I mean, I don't know what to make of it.
It's
Yeah, who are you voting for in 2020?
Yeah.
Alex Worldwide Keller. Duh.
Oh,
Don't
right.
you,
He could
don't
run
you
at
need a
that
high
point.
school diploma to be a president?
No, you just got to be 35.
That's it?
Yeah, 35
No
and a
felonies.
citizen.
Well, there are other things that you have to.
35 and a
do.
citizen and no felonies, probably.
But I mean, there are
Once again, back to the no felonies, probably.
there are other hoops and things you have to run through. You
I
have to
made
get,
it through last weekend with no
You
felonies.
have to get X amount of signatures.
Fuck
to
everyone that
actually
voted
even be
no on
listed.
issue 1. But
you have to have hundreds of thousands of signatures to be listed on the ballot.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, if you don't have like the financial backing,
bringing your
or whatever
politics
of a
on the
political
spot.
Here's the
party.
thing. I've
Just saying.
picked up some very serious Twitter and Instagram followers in the
Okay.
last month or two, and they
Where
do
you at
big
now?
numbers.
Where you at 600 now?
I'm damn near 1,000 right now, but it's the
Are you?
quality of the followers, not the quantity.
Is that right?
Big Patreon bucks, which is something I want to bring up right here, right now. When the hell are we getting a Patreon bonus podcast feed?
We had to get the fucking venue situated.
I know.
No.
But
It's all for the new
is that
year
something that we
worldwide.
can have people looking forward to in 2019?
Yeah, that's a project number 1, and then 2019 is getting these special niche podcasts out on the Patreon stream, revamping it.
Yeah.
Maybe Worldwide will get his own show. We'll see.
Oh boy.
God help us.
I don't know. The problem with this Patreon plan that Dom has presented to me is who the fuck is going to edit all of these podcasts, because there's not going to be enough time in the
They're
day
just
for
all
me.
podcasts.
He's got a whole plan, but a lot of it involves multiple podcasts, multiple
boy.
different the only one that I was really on board with was fucking Pop Culture Pete or something it was called.
Yeah, Pop Culture Pete.
Pop Culture Pete, and
He was all proud of it the couple day last.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. It's just gonna be the Duke discussing pop culture things that he
So
enjoys,
James Bond movies?
Wow.
James Bond movies.
and like 1989 hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Comic-Con.
Oh god.
Casinos. Wow.
I want him and Zay on that episode.
So
Well-
okay, Worldwide. Well, that really took a turn.
Yeah, it usually does. So another thing, I guess, that's happened, and I'm sure we'll talk about it when we cover Hell on Earth. But last week, going into Hell on Earth, we found out that Magnum C.K. has to retire.
And yeah, he will be retired at this point, as
Yeah.
we discussed this. But man, what a bummer, huh?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
What, spina bifida?
Spina bifida.
I don't know.
Spina
Spina
bifida.
bifida? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm not either. But Dan,
It doesn't look
I'm
good.
just a psychologist. I'm not a medical doctor.
You got to learn it all, don't you? I don't know. It's
Just
not good.
hey.
So basically, what's happening is he has a disease or that is degenerative for his spine. So his spine just
Well, it's typically
Keeps falling apart.
diagnosed in the womb.
Right.
I guess they said he may be one of the oldest people ever diagnosed with it at this point in the game.
and the only reason he found out is because he had fractures in his spine, and it sounds like that was either determined that the fractures were
Not healing because of this.
It may be caused because of this. So it sucks. A horribly unfortunate situation. Everybody else, as much as the fans enjoy Magnum C.K. being on the show, I think we all do just as much, if not more.
Yeah, I mean he is one of the very rare good people in pro wrestling. I would
Like
say
inside and out, where you're like, you see him on the outside, and you're like, that seems like a good dude.
The
And
best
then
dude.
You fucking actually meet the guy and like deal with the guy, and yeah, he's a fucking great dude.
Yeah, very I feel so bad for him still. He sent me the longest message ever.
Yeah.
And it feels awful that he has to retire. And it's not his. It's definitely not his choice to do so at all. He's kind of being forced out, which is a shame because he has been at this for quite some time, and he finally seemed to nail something down that was really catching on for him.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the most unfortunate things that I've ever experienced. Never been a part of in pro wrestling.
So now we have to find somebody else that can get Worldwide to have a 5-star match.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. You've had some wars with the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am quite fucking upset about this. Hell of a dance partner. If I'm being honest, I am going to miss him, but also it'll be nice to be once again the handsomest dude in AIW. That's it's been eating at me for a while now, and I've let him have it, but back on top, baby.
You
Silver lining.
You told me that you were actually tearing up when you got the news.
I did. It was because I don't know. Well, I mean, because also you gotta be happy for the guy in a way, because it fucking sucks that this happened 285%, but he also has a wonderful career and family outside of this shit. So it's not the end of the world for him, but it's still fucking a heartbreaker. It's terrible, but I'm also really happy for him that he has so many opportunities outside of pro wrestling.
Yeah, the thankful thing is that he's such a talented person. There are so many different avenues that he's going to be going down, and he already has been going down and could continue to do so. So he's going to be all right. We're going to unfortunately not see him in the ring, but Magnum C.K, all the talent in the world with a variety of different things.
And I did tell him, I said, even if you can't wrestle, you'll always have a spot in AIW, whether it's, I said, if you want to keep the dates, whether it's coming and doing commentary or doing things backstage, but you never know how people are going to take that. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
right.
Some people just, when they're forced to kind of quit, they kind of would just want to cut the cord of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, it's probably going to be a hard pill for him to swallow, since now we're past Friday night, and it's a real thing, and he had a lot of bookings that were coming up that he had to cancel. So who knows? Will Magnum CK be around? I hope so, but that's ultimately, it's going to be the ball's in his court sort of thing. I know he loves wrestling, but sometimes it's a little too hard to be around it in that capacity when you are such you have the mindset of being a performer.
Mm-hmm. I'm willing to bet, because I know for a fact he's an avid listener of this podcast, that we probably get a quote tweet and with a response or something about that. That was one of my favorite things ever. The first real meeting I ever had with him was introducing myself to him, what 2 years ago or more, I guess at this point, almost 3 years ago now.
No, I don't.
2.5, 3,
2 maybe.
Yeah,
2.
maybe
It was
2.
Let's see, it was all Absolution.
I think he was only in
Before
AIW.
Absolution.
I think he was only here for a year.
Is it? Well, yeah, I guess so. A year and a half.
No, I think Hell on Earth was his first match in AIW. He debuted the show before that at Cool as Ice.
Last year, no,
Wait, didn't he debut?
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
Spinebuster at PB after the match with Flynn, didn't he?
At
but
Cool as Ice.
that was
I
Cool
think
as
that
Ice.
was just
the
a year.
entire.
Cool as Ice?
So
I think it's only been a year.
because it was Derek and Colby Red that came out during during Absolution,
Which
and then the
speaks
next
for
show.
what a presence he is, because it feels like he's been around for so much fucking longer
Right.
than a year.
Right, we're talking I miss this guy. This has been a great 10 years with him. But it's still, he's just like, oh, hey, you're Steve Guys. I'm just introducing myself, like, hey, man, how are you doing? And he's like, oh, crazy. I'm hearing this voice, and I'm seeing this face. And everything he does, super animated. It's just
actually,
hilarious. I'm like, yeah.
recently at Rubber City Con, I bumped into one RJ City in the hallway and shook hands and said hello, and he's like, oh, you're and I was like, yeah, and he's like, from Twitter, and I was like, and he's like,
from the Twitter.
and he's like, yeah, I know you through Magnum, and Magnum says good things, and I was like, oh shit, that's nice. And yeah, we just had the most stilted, weird meeting IRL fucking conversation on earth. And
That's
but
the
yeah,
that's the problem.
goddamn.
Of course, Magnum said good things.
yeah, it's
He needs somebody
If
else.
he says something bad about
the
you,
reference.
you're fucking real trash.
He's one of those guys that's like the barometer of if you have a problem with him, you're probably not a good human.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Like I said, I was sick and tired of him being fucking so much handsomer than me.
Are you saying that you gave him this disease?
No.
Okay. Just want to make that clear. Well, I mean, what else do you guys want to cover on this episode? That's a lot.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I mean,
Saw sabbatical. We've got a new venue
for now.
For December 28th.
Tickets are, things are starting to come together for the WrestleMania weekend
You're on the
show.
road to WrestleMania.
Worldwide, I think plans on coming. I don't know if he's booked yet, but
He's going to go, though?
Oh, I'll be there.
he's going.
WrestleMania weekend always needs a worldwide.
I got my stash is oh yeah, one more thing.
How is your
Uh-oh.
stash at? How do you
Stash
know? I haven't heard in
the
a long
fucking stock
time.
market sucks right now, bro. Fucking I'm like down like fucking probably like 15-20%.
So what is that,
15,
like $3?
20% of $5.
No, I think it got like about 350 in there right now.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
$3.50?
100.
$350 you got in the market?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, fucking September, the goddamn fucking weed stocks finally came up after like fucking 10 months of them being the shits. And then like, I was like, oh, cool. So then I started buying some more and then fucking just tanked all over again. And hopefully with Michigan, getting its head out of its ass and Ohio maybe figuring something out with fucking medical, it'll come back up again. But yeah, even like everything across the board, shit that's usually like, earning it like a good solid level, like 8% is like fucking like down like usually like 1-7%. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It came up real strong after the
You're
election.
like, what the fuck is going on?
The day after the election, shit was like fucking booming. And then it just fucking tanked all goddamn over again.
If your stocks grow like exponentially and you've got hundreds of thousands or like $1 million, what do you do with it?
All right, $1 million. What do I do? Number one, probably pay off $800 worth of credit card debt from WrestleMania last year.
You still got that?
Oh, yeah. I've started getting these fun, friendly reminder emails from Capital One. And I'm just
yeah,
like,
those are the best.
hey, if you were a friend, you wouldn't be bugging me for money right now, guy.
But that's a business. They're not.
Well, then
friends.
stop trying to act like you're my fucking friend. But anyway, let's see here. Pay that shit off. Probably buy like a car that is. Ooh, I'd buy an '89 Camaro,
All right.
Okay.
baby blue '89 Camaro, and then also a nice like 1998 Dodge Grand Caravan.
A 98.
Yeah, fucking they're bigger back then.
Have you
and
ever
they had
seen
better
the-
gas
have you ever
mileage
seen
than
the
that
new
one that you
Pacificas?
fucking rented for us, Dr. Dan? That thing was a fucking. It was like a Matchbox car. I don't know what the fuck kind of like caravans they're making these days. It's fucked up. But yeah, so get my car shit situated. Then I would buy the building where the Tower 2012 used to reside in. Completely remodel the inside. Right over there on 96 and Madison, up the way from Turner's. I would install a nice little podcasting studio in there. Also, some video production rooms, music. And then the only part that I would not remodel would be the shitty fucking like ceiling collapsing in, like frozen kitchen area. Training rings going in there. We're moving the training center. And everything else there will be real nice. We'll have a real nice weight room, this, that, everything else. Good video production, this and that, all nice and heated and
But
air
where the ring
conditioned.
is, terrible.
But where the ring is, fucking dog shit terrible, because these kids got to learn. They got to learn.
have
They
no
got to bump
idea.
on the fucking ice.
Yeah, these guys. I mean, not to rehash an old episode,
Right.
No, I fucking wasn't there for that, so I'll fucking...
But these guys gotta, they got it nice, and they don't even show up.
Where
Where you been? Where you been, by the way?
Yeah. Speaking of
I've been
people-
battling my demons.
You said you're on a sauce
Sauce
sabbatical.
sabbatical.
Yeah, I know. And it's been a fucking battle.
Wouldn't it help you to go drop the 20 bumps in the ring like when you show up?
I was gonna do that tonight until I got motherfucked by work and then gosh darn podcasting. But no,
I
I'm
mean,
definitely.
podcasting isn't a mandatory
Right.
Well,
invite.
I just feel like it's been a while. I see people on the Twitter. They're like, "Where's Worldwide on this podcast?"
We gotta space you out a little bit.
Were they saying that?
Well, yeah. How can you miss me if I'm never gone?
We gotta get the numbers back up, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Numbers
Gotta
are down, brother.
pop
Numbers are
those
down.
figgies.
Numbers are
But,
down?
Numbers are down.
Is it because of the Duke?
I don't know what it's because.
Swag Daddy.
Swoggle? You blaming it on Swoggle?
I mean,
I think anything Swag will be a bump up in the number.
short man, short numbers. All I'm saying.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you may be
Almost got
honest.
a DUI fucking looking for Steve Guy's house, man. I'm carrying a grudge. But,
Allegedly.
Not against me, though. I appreciate that.
well, only partially. But
okay.
that's not going to be a problem.
I'm,
Oh, man.
I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving. You know that?
I hope. Oh, where are you moving?
Even closer to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Bleep it out. Where is it?
I'll tell you when we're done recording.
Off the air. All right.
Off the air.
Okay. Fucking. But what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. Say what you will about me after I debuted this and that, but until the fucking day I debuted, I was like sober, fucking mouth shut for the most fucking part, doing the goddamn fucking job of a goddamn fucking pro wrestling student. And then obviously from there, things like sort of like,
Then you became a
Escalated.
professional student, huh?
yeah. And then, motherfucker. But, fucking piece of shit. But, anyway, pro slave or wait, professional slave, professional student,
think
whichever it was. I don't pay attention to
Slave labor of a professional student.
Oh yeah, slave labor of a professional student. I don't remember the tweets of idiots, but anyway, but yeah, these kids, if I'm being honest, I'm wondering how much a lot of them want it, because I'm just seeing so many fucking excuses and like weird shit out of them, and also just non-attendance and like non-hustle on fucking like days when we need fucking hustle. And I'm like, who's gonna fucking figure this shit out?
At least everyone did show up for the con.
Yeah, because everyone fucking yelled and motherfucked them to death. But it's like, it shouldn't be like pulling teeth like that.
No,
I don't
not at all.
understand. Because it's like, the only thing
Or-
that's different
or showing
is
up before
like
7.
Johnny isn't here anymore. But it's not like Johnny was like, hey guys, you really gotta, help out on the day of show. Johnny never said any of that shit. That was all fucking Thorne and Biggins. So, nothing's fucking changed. And I'm just curious what the fuck is going on. But whatever. That's an aside.
Life, man.
That was a
Life.
long aside. Well, I think we can draw this cornucopia episode to a close. Anything else you guys want to add in here?
I mean, this one was all over the place.
It really was. Talk about not necessarily something that raised the numbers, but a couple things we wanted to update you guys on and chat briefly about. So I
Some
think
fun
we
callbacks.
think we
Some
accomplished
yes.
that. Yeah.
Kaplan's on his way over to my house, apparently. So
So stay tuned for future episodes.
Stay tuned in the coming weeks.
We'll see where it goes from there. Dr. Dan, anything to add?
No, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Oh yeah, fun fact: that dog, that thrift store jobber,
Crackers Kaplan, yeah.
Crackers Kaplan, not neutered.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
jeez.
what that means?
There's going to be more Kaplans.
Means jizz.
Oh no! Oh no! Just fetch rats again.
Well, there you
A
go.
whole litter of jizz.
Let's just end it with that laugh right there. For Worldwide, for Dr. Dan, for John Thorne. my
I'll
name's
adopt
Steve
one of those
Guy.
puppies and name it Baby Killer.
Wow. My name is Steve Guy. We'll talk to you next week here on The Card is Going to Change.